Hi guys, this is your elementary video for July 20th and 21st. We are still in the fruit of the Spirit, so we will be doing this fruit of the Spirit of gentleness today. And so your Bible verse lesson is from Mark chapter 10, verses 13 through 16, and we're going to be discussing the story of Jesus and the little children. So the first thing you're going to do is your fun, your retro video game. This week we're going to be emulating the Dig Dug game. And so, one of the fun things I did in Fort Lupton this weekend was I actually showed them a little video clip of the game we were playing so they could kind of see it, the Paperboy game. So maybe if you have your phone with you or if you have an iPad with you, just showing them a little quick 10-second video clip of the Dig Dug game is kind of a cool thing to do if you have access to that. So the game itself plays like this. It's one of those challenge games. So we're trying to get a balloon to pop. And so you'll have a balloon pump and you'll have some balloons in your room. And so basically you choose two teams, and you choose one kid from each team. And so the challenge is how many balloon pumps will it take before the balloon pops. And so volunteer 1 will say, I think I can do it in 9 pumps. And volunteer 2 will say 10, 11, 12, however long it goes. Essentially, you'll get to a point where somebody's going to say a high enough number that sounds a little bit crazy. And so the other person can challenge and say, okay, I accept. And so if player 1 says, I think it'll take me 20 pumps before it'll pop, and player 2 says, no way, it's going to pop in much sooner than that. If player 2 says, fine, take the challenge. If player 1 pumps the balloon and the balloon pops before the 20 that he said he would do, then player 2 gets the point. If the balloon pops at 20, player 1 gets the point. If the balloon doesn't pop at 20, you have a couple of choices. You could either give the point to the player that was pumping the balloon, so you could say 20 or more sort of thing, or you could have them go back and forth again. So I think it's going to take 2 more. I think it's going to take 3 more, that sort of thing. And so whoever wins the challenge wins the point, and you can keep playing that for as long as you want to play. And then you have your lesson today, and today's lesson is about, or this weekend, this weekend's lesson is about gentleness. And it's about, sometimes it's very difficult for our kids to be gentle. And so there's a lot of manipulatives that you have to help them understand what it looks like to be gentle. But most importantly, we want to understand that God shows us through his son Jesus many examples of gentleness. And so when we're confused or we don't know what to do, we can always go to Jesus and see what he did, and also ask him to help us to be more gentle. This is a really good lesson for us to help them be very relatable in their life, because a lot of times, especially our first and second graders, they happen to have bigger feet than their bodies can handle, and so they're not so gentle all the time. And so helping them to understand how to calm their bodies a little bit and how to be more gentle in their approach to things physically, and then that can correlate and correspond to being more gentle in their spirit. So it's going to be a great lesson. And then your activity after the lesson involves gentleness as well. So you'll have spoons for each child and some balloons. And so the idea is that you want to blow a balloon and catch it on your spoon. And it's going to be really tough to do. And the only way to be able to do it is to very gently catch the balloon. And so you want to talk with the kids about what it looks like to be gentle in their approach, to be gentle in their catching, and then how that then changes just from the physical way into the spiritual way. So that is your group time. You also have some really cool discussion topics about helping them understand gentleness better, and how they can be more gentle in their own life. So I encourage you, if you have some time, just to kind of sit with them and talk through that. So that is your lesson this week. If you have any questions, please let us know. Otherwise, we will see you next week. Thank you guys so much.